Hey guys, welcome back to another review. As always, this video is not made for kids. This has adult language in it, not suitable for kids. So after warning all parents that this video is not made for kids, we can begin. So, I must apologize for not making any videos in quite some time, a few months actually. I've been stressing out over certain things, and those things that I have been stressing out over has passed, and everything is good, and I hope everybody is safe out there compared to basically the coronavirus and more. I don't want to get political. I don't want to say anything other than I hope everybody is doing safe out there. So, we're going to be looking at my entire Godzilla collection. So, I did this video when I very first started YouTube. I did 2 Godzilla videos, and not that many people were interested in this video, or those videos. But, what the hell. I'll redo the video. I'll add more Godzilla toys and figures, videotapes like VHS, and a vintage 1990s Godzilla shirt. As well as, we're going to talk about King Kong, other monsters, and also Gamera. If you're a fan of Gamera, if you don't know who Gamera is, we're gonna be talking about him in this video. So, I'm going to try and do this as fast as possible. Because, again, knowing me, I talk way too much. Okay? So, what you see right there, right off the bat, you see Godzilla's son. You see Reptar, which is a knockoff of Godzilla that came out in the cartoon Rugrats. Then you see the Imperial Godzilla, 6 inches tall. After that, next to that is, I believe, a Bandai, if I'm not mistaken. And that is the clear collector's edition Godzilla 2000. Then you have the newer King Kong. You have this Godzilla up here as well. I don't know what year he is from, so I don't know. You have King. I don't know how to pronounce the rest of his name, so I'm not even going to. You have Mecha Godzilla right there, the Showa era. You have Mecha Godzilla right here, the newer version. You have another King. I knew this guy's name. I could say it, but I completely forgot right now. Sorry. And Gamera. Oh yeah. Showa era also. As well as the Imperial 13-inch Godzilla toy. Now, if you guys, if you're my age, or at least close to it, or maybe older than me, you know that this 13-inch Godzilla Imperial and this Godzilla 6-inch Imperial rubber figures actually came out together in the TV show Roseanne. So they were always in their, I don't know, like stereo in the back next to the wall. I always thought that was freaking awesome. It was just freaking badass in my opinion, just to see that, it was so cool. I don't know, weird, but there you go. Also, let me show you these guys right here as well. So I forgot his name as well, and this one over here is also Gamera from 1995, the remake of Gamera, redesign I should say, and this is the Showa era, one of the bad guys here. So this action figure, or this actual figure from the movie, would have throwing stars like shuriken, and they would basically fly out and attack Gamera. And he would attack this Gamera right here. So very cool. As well as here is my original 1990s Godzilla shirt. Now I wore this hundreds of times, and if you look closely, you can see that it is starting to crack and peel off. So I have stopped wearing it as much as I used to, as well as the black is completely faded. It almost looks gray now. But overall, even though it is cracking a lot, it's still there, all in one piece. I do love this shirt. I used to wear this in junior high, high school, all that. And another thing is, when I was growing up, we never had cable, okay? So we only had an antenna and get local channels, TV channels. We didn't have cable, we didn't have internet, of course. This was the late 80s and early 90s. Mid 90s, that's when I got cable. And then late, I'm gonna say early 2000s or maybe early 2000s I got the internet. But there you go. So these are my childhood Godzilla VHS tapes, and they are still in working order. So you can see this one right there. Very, very cool. See, that's one. Here's this one right here. This is two. Okay. Then this one over here. Awesome. Godzilla versus the Sea Monster. Very cool. And I forgot to show you as well this monster right here, which is not a Godzilla toy at all, but I got him, and I have this displayed with the Godzilla toys because it does remind me of the giant lobster that Godzilla fights in this movie. Okay, so that's why this lobster is with these figures here. And the last but not least, this one right here. Man, oh man, I watched this thing so much, I thought I was gonna break it. So you can see 1963 and released again in 1987. So this is not a newer 90s version. This was, again, late 80s right there. So again, working order, but well used quite a bit. So all the covers on these are completely gone, missing. I used to look at the covers and draw the pictures and all that stuff, and I don't have the actual drawings where I used to draw them, but I still have the VHS tapes, and I still have my shirt, so very cool. So let's see. Let's look at these figures in detail right here. So this guy here, the son of Godzilla. Very, very cool. I believe this is a Bandai figure. Let's see. Bandai 1994. Made in China. So yeah, this is a very cool figure. Very, very happy to have this one. Very cool. Love this figure. Okay, now let's just look for funny's sake, like just because. This is Reptar, the knockoff of Godzilla. Now this is a squirter. Basically, basically you put it in water, and it has a hole in its mouth. So when you squeeze his belly, the water comes shooting out. So this is a very nice, almost mint condition, except for, of course, that little, missing paint there. But overall, in beautiful shape. So there you go. Oh, and just in case you want to look at the date and all that stuff, if it shows a date, not sure. So this one is made in China. It does say Viacom, and there is the date. I think it's 1998, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 1998. Okay, so now we move on to the Imperial 6-inch Godzilla. Now this is the toy that I grew up with, and most of, again, kids my age at that time, these are the toys that they grew up with. I mean, these, I mean, they were cheap. They are vinyl figures. They only move their tail, their upper legs, their upper arms, and that's it. You don't have any other movement, and there you go. If you wanted a Godzilla toy, this was the toy. It was either this one here or that one there. Now, if you had the money, if you were a rich kid, you could have other Godzilla toys, but the majority of us had this one. Okay? So I remember playing this with this one over here, Godzilla versus the sea monster. Ah! So yeah, it was freaking awesome. So yeah, very, very cool. I mean, this, again, to people that are not collectors, they might think that this is a knockoff of Godzilla because of the way the paint is on his mouth and his teeth. But actually, that's the way he actually came from the factory. So, pretty messed up. Or, pretty messy with the paint job. You can see some of the white bleeding onto his fingers there. You can see some of the red paint there. But overall, in very nice condition still. Now there are two different styles, or really not styles, two different stampings for the 6-inch and the 13-inch. So this is one of them. So let me show you here. Focus. Okay, so you can see Imperial China, right? Come on this side. Toho, 1985. Okay. Now, the other stamping, where it says China on this one, it would say Hong Kong. On this one, they deleted the Hong Kong and they just put China. Okay? And this side stays the same. So that's it. So we got the China one here. I'm thinking about finding one that actually says Hong Kong on it. Now, whether you have the Hong Kong or the China, it doesn't matter. They came out around the same exact time. So no big deal on which one you have. Okay. Now, here's this one here. This one is awesome. My girlfriend gave me this one, and I love it to death. It's freaking badass. It's clear. It's like it has glitter in the clear vinyl, and then it has like this orange paint, either painted on or actually inside the clear. But it looks amazing. It really does. Now let's look at the thing here, the card. This one's in Japanese. This one is dated at 1999. And then we open it up. You can see right here. Very, very cool. So I'm gonna keep this pretty short in this review. I think I'm gonna make a part 2, but before I end this video, let's try and zoom in on his tail here so that you can see the year 1999. I think it says made in China, and then trying to get the light here so you guys can see exactly what it says, but there it is, Bandai right there. So, and then the number. But anyway guys, that's it for this video. Stay tuned for the second video, which should be uploaded pretty quickly after the first. So from here we're gonna talk about Godzilla, King Kong, my bad, okay, after him, and then we keep going. But anyway guys, see you in part 2. Bye.